Hello my friends and welcome back, or actually I am the one who is back with another patch notes video. So let's see if you got anything relevant in terms of changes this week, and yeah, basically let's go to the patch notes. So I'm going to start right off with the events and system tab. For this week, it seems like we only have one event called the Moonlight Fragment event, and basically, from what I understand, this is a gamble type of event where you are going to get 2 Moonlight shards per day, once per hour, and you have to combine one of these Moonlight shards with one memory fragment for a hope to get between 1 and 3 memory fragments in return, and maybe a chance to get your Moonlight fragment back to redo the process again. Since the worst that can happen is to only get back one memory fragment, I would say that there is no loss, so yeah, it's an acceptable event. After that, if you didn't turn in your snowflakes yet, now you can do that for 1 week, so the option is going to be available again. For example, I have 50 snowflakes that I didn't turn in yet, and I'm going to do that now. So moving on, we have the system changes. From here, item lots under the Blackstone category in the marketplace can now be purchased even if they are not being sold at the minimum price. So I suppose what this means is that now you don't have to wait for the bidding Blackstones to actually buy the other ones. And the other relevant change, now you can actually transport family bound items between storages. Moving on, we have content changes, with the first one being that now you don't have to actually talk to your black spirit every day to get that 50,000 silver quest that you would turn in at the storage manager. Now you can just get that money by via the combat fame. So it's a nice change. I myself was never actually bothering to get this quest. So after this, we have the addition of the Muskan of Madness guild boss and the Nafart campsite, whichever it's the proper pronunciation. Basically you got another type of campsite, I suppose. This one is probably the one from the Pearl shop. I may be wrong, I may not be, I'm not going to check it right now. And the guild boss, I hope this one is going to have a high drop chance for the Muskan shoes, at least that's what the name suggests. After this, we get into the item drop information has been added to the escape menu. So this is an, I guess, somewhat useful addition, because now you can check what type of loot you can get from each grinding location that you want to go to. Moving on, we get into mounts, where I suppose that the possibility of obtaining a higher tier horse after breeding has been increased only means that now you will have a higher chance to get higher tier horses while breeding. So if you are a horse breeder, this is actually going to be very good news for you, while for the others it's just another line of text that is irrelevant, I mean. So moving on into class changes, let's see if anything is useful. You can now jump while having the Trina Demolition Axe equipped, and also if you are knocked down with this axe equipped, you can use your directional keys to use evasion. Not sure how useful this is going to be in an actual node war scenario, but it's a nice addition, I suppose. And the other changes, it pretty much seems like it's fixes for every class and not any relevant change, so just let's move on. From item changes, the first one is on Grunil and Rokaba armor sets, which have been changed, so now it's not helmet and gloves and armor and shoes as set effects, it's just 2 and 3 part set effects. So this should make it a lot easier for low level players to actually get the set effect while also building up their boss armor. After that, we see a fix on the abnormally, I suppose, high durability consumption of the hunting matchlocks. So if you are into hunting, I hope this means that you are going to use less durability on your matchlock. And moving on, now you can actually buy a ship license for a raft from the actual fishing vendor. So if you don't have any type of boat, you can at least get this one now. An interesting choice for a nerf to me is basically the line with the pure blackstone attack power, where they nerfed it from 500 to 250. I know I got one of these stones a few months ago and it still stays on my tamer's inventory expired because I never got to see another one of these items. So they are so rare that I'm not even sure why they nerfed it. I actually, let me know guys, do you actually get these items more often? Because I know in the 1.5 years that I played this game I only got one of them. Anyway, at least it's nice to see how much attack power it gives, because I had no idea it was actually 500. So still 250 attack power is a lot to get from this item, and yeah, moving on, we get into monster changes. From here we see some details on the new guild boss, the Muskan of Madness, and just as I expected, it has a chance to drop Muskan shoes, and also it seems like it drops Gin, Bone and 1 Hysteria gems. So it has some quite interesting drops, and yeah, after all it's a guild boss. Moving on, we have a change in the recommended attack power on the world map. Basically, I suppose they just had adjusted the numbers to make more sense, not that they change anything else other than the text. So we can just jump through those, and the only other interesting change I would say, or actually somewhat relevant from Monster tab, is the many changes, for example the 100% experience increase and the ancient relic shard drops that they made to the nymph monsters. Not sure exactly what that area is, I suppose it's either in Kamasilve or some low level area. Anyway, it's something that I will check out when I get back into the game. So moving on, we have quest and knowledge changes. From here we see the addition of some quests that can offer you sailing experience, farming experience, gathering experience and cooking experience. So if you want to level those up faster, you may want to consider doing those quests. The other stuff doesn't seem to be relevant, so we move on into the last tab, which is interface changes. From here, now you can actually see your set effects on the bottom of your equipment window, so that's actually pretty nice. A new feature was added named quick hotkeys, so now you can use Alt plus some key to use frequently used activities or actions like recharging your alchemy stone or opening the maid storage or the market maid and so on. Basically it makes it a little bit easier if you want to hotkey those actions. And the last interesting line, I suppose, is the different images now will be used as backgrounds for Neuver, Kutum and Karanda's alerts. So yeah, that's about it, I suppose. I would say that this week we didn't really get anything too relevant, so we got one event to basically gamble for your memory fragments, and we got the addition of this Muskan of Madness guild boss. Other than that, the other changes are pretty small, and also that Nafart campsite, which I can only suppose it's a pearl shop item. With that being said, I suppose it's time to end the video, and before that I would like to say that for those of you who are actually still waiting for the second part of my best grinding spot for experience project, I am almost done making that one, and yeah, sorry it took so long, but it should come out within a day, I suppose. Whenever I finish it. So other than that, I will also mention quickly that I'm planning to start on making smaller types of projects, because those longer ones, like the video that I'm supposed to make, the second part for that project, they take way too much time, and we know how it is with big projects. It's hard to actually find motivation to actually start and finish them. So I'm going to try small projects from now, at least for a while, and with that being said, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope it was somewhat helpful, and I will see you guys next time or pretty soon. See ya.